from our usual neck of the woods at VFW Post 9265. I have by my side none other than Diamond Jim James Souther. James, how are you today?
I am doing fantastic. I am ready for some UWO action, and I am ready to see what Marvelous Mike Andrews, the Spotlight Logan Knight, and our UWO heavyweight champion, Defiant Derek James, have in store for us tonight.
Exactly. Defiant Derek James, very excited to be here because he has none other than a UWO Heavyweight Championship defense and an opportunity to pick up the Loco Wrestling Championship tonight. He's going to be defending his title in a title versus title bout, a steel cage match against Sam Stackhouse.
Mike Andrews has something to say.
Yeah, this guy always has something to say, James.
Show him some respect.
Wait. So Logan's going to be there. Yeah. You're going to be there. Well, Derek's definitely going to be there. But, you know, I did say we had a few surprises. Hey, Mike, I hope you're ready for some company. Yeah. No, not Logan. Ladies and gentlemen, making his return to UWO after almost a year of action.
James, look who it is. He is the first ever UWO heavyweight champion. The Midwest Monster has made his way to Oklahoma City tonight. He is big, he is bad, and he is back.
And he is everything he is purported to be. Look at this guy.
Like I said, we have a few surprises. We're going to have some fun, and we might have some fear because I wouldn't want to stand next to this man if I were you. But you're absolutely going to. Because we're in the match. Because I don't want you to get involved in this event. Because I don't want you to get involved in this main event whatsoever. Last week it got you knocked out. You will be handcuffed to this big and bad monster.
Don't think I'm worried about a big bad monster. Drake, I am going to end your best friend tonight, and my best friend will be right by my side with me watching.
Hey, listen, I said we were going to get this show on the road, and yeah, Blade's going to be out there with Mike, but I don't know if Logan Knight's going to make it to the main event because he has a match tonight as well, and he has a match right now. Against this man.
Ladies and gentlemen, an impromptu matchup to kick off UWO Friday Night Fights here at New Beginnings Gym and Church. It is the leader of the regime. Merc is here, James.
The leader of the regime is here, and he's got something to prove against the Spotlight.
He hasn't been too successful in his past 3 UWO matches. However, he is going to be taking on the Spotlight Logan Knight, an individual who, I mean, he has been on the losing end as of late, having lost the EPW All-American Championship very recently. But here's Merc. Both of these men trying to get back to Fighting Grounds. And if there's anyone who knows about the Battlegrounds, it is indeed the leader of this regime. Glory be to our Mercs' leader here tonight, James Southard.
Still haven't quite figured out the tenets of Mercsism yet, but apparently you're a loyal adherent to them.
I've been doing some investigating. I am an investigative journalist. I think the Mercsism, I mean, they offer a 401k. They offer tax breakage.
A philosophy with a 401k?
I know. It's truly revolutionary, James.
Revolutionary thought indeed from Merc. Nothing revolutionary about the spotlight, but he gets the job done.
Absolutely. He definitely tends to. The spotlight Logan Knight, if there's one thing he's very good at doing, it's drawing the ire of these fans, James, and looks like that's what we're seeing here.
Without a doubt, a little jaw-jacking between the UWO faithful and the spotlight, but they love them some Merc.
And how could you not? Glory be. Collar and elbow tie-up here between Logan Knight and Merc. Logan Knight, these two men jockeying for position here, trying to showcase who is the better true athlete. You have to imagine that the individual who wins and gets the advantage in the collar and elbow tie-up, you know, it's gonna really set your mental pace for the rest of the matchup, James.
Without a doubt, the opening lockup is a very important way to assert dominance over your opponent, get that mental and physical advantage early on.
Now front face lock applied here. Front chancery, front face lock here. Yeah, just continuously grounding Logan Knight. Merc is literally on top in this one. Both men back to a standing position though. Logan Knight though.
I was just about to say, Logan Knight refusing to stay flat, constantly getting a knee under him or his footing now as he's back up on his feet, attempting a single leg there.
And that's an absolutely intelligent game that we're talking about here for Logan Knight. Merc now on the offensive, in the control, having control of that arm. Shoot him off the ropes though. Catches him in the side headlock, masterfully applied there by Logan Knight. Shooting him off the rope goes Merc, drop down. Going for a hip toss, Logan Knight. A hip toss of his own, no. And Merc not one to be upstaged, James. What are your thoughts on that encounter?
Well, you see Logan Knight there trying to reverse everything Merc's thrown at him so far. So far, Merc just one step ahead of him. But I know the spotlight. He'll find a way to get in control of this one and set the pace himself.
You know, if there's anything I know about Merc, it is that can-do attitude. Anything you can do, I can do better. Logan Knight, though, I mean, he tends to kind of share that same philosophy. It's a really interesting mismatch of styles that we see here. But for every single, you know, difference that we see between these two, we see some similarities.
Without a doubt, these two very resemblant of each other, not only in style, but in career trajectory. Merc, once a very young, promising upstart, now a veteran with some experience and showing why he is one of the top dogs in the region, or really this part of the country in general. Logan Knight now in that position of being the young, hot upstart. Of course, it'll be very interesting to see in 6, 7, 8 years where the spotlight is when he's in Merc's position.
Absolutely.
Now backed up into the corner there by the spotlight.
Referee Brixton Barricade on the call here. And Logan Knight just raked the entire face of Merc on those ropes there. And that doesn't feel good, ladies and gentlemen. That is no walk in the park.
Giving him an up-close and personal view. You see Merc there talking some trash, and Logan making him eat a punch for it.
And that's the thing, you know, we talked about this earlier, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in the upcoming moments of this match, as we see a side headlock there, grounded, keeping him in a lateral position, trying to do everything that he can. Mike Andrews is talking some trash on the outside as well. As I was saying, though, Logan Knight and Merc are very similar in a lot of ways, and one of them is that they tend to like to talk a lot. They're very vocal competitors. They're individuals who, it's almost as if their actual physical game is heightened by their ability to speak.
Without a doubt, you'll see these two constantly just jaw-jacking back and forth.
Cover here off that big boot. Only a 2 count, though. It's going to be a little bit more on the offensive side for Merc to put Logan Knight away. Chop there, maintain control of that wrist. Expert precision from those chops. You see that here, that sounds like a gunshot in OKC.
Without a doubt, a big shot there now. Logan Knight into the cover, cinching up on Merc tight there.
Logan Knight is throwing everything at Merc but the kitchen sink, and that one might be next, ladies and gentlemen. You hold on to your sinks.
Never know what Logan Knight's going to bring into you. He's always doing research. He's always trying to learn a new hold or a new strike or a new move that he can use on his opponents and find more ways to inflict damage on them.
You know, and we see him going back to the wheelhouse here. This side headlock applied, keeping Merc grounded, keeping Merc in a lateral position. You can imagine, I mean, if Logan Knight could shift his weight here, he could have a 3 count on his hands. It's a very dangerous maneuver. You never want to let your guard up when you're in a position like this, James, especially if you're Merc.
Without a doubt, Merc now, very smart move there, trying to roll Logan Knight over, but Logan shifting his weight back on top of Merc.
Strikes to the gut, strikes to the abdominal region. Oh, belly to back suplex. Logan Knight trying to crawl to the cover, hooking the outer leg. And only a 2 count.
Knight there taking a moment to readjust his gear, catch his breath, reevaluate the game plan, but he's right back there on top of him.
See, and this is the situation that we often see Logan Knight getting into. He hits a large maneuver, and all of a sudden, you know, he isn't able to put Merc away with that one. You have to be able to restructure your game plan. Okay, well, that didn't work. What do I have to throw at him next? Logan Knight, he kind of gets in his own head sometimes. We've seen this time in and time out from Logan. He gets more frustrated, and it sometimes leads to losses.
Sometimes it leads to losses, but in situations like that, you see him taking full advantage of Merc just standing on the throat and collarbone of Merc.
Yeah, that's not only taking advantage of Merc, that's taking advantage of our official and the rules here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
Taking full advantage of that 5 count before he is disqualified.
Logan Knight trying to set Merc up for something here. Oh, Merc, big back body drop.
Up and over goes Logan Knight. Trying to shake the cobwebs off now and get back to his feet. Both men now crawling to the ropes for support.
Doing everything that they can, trying to find it in their hearts. And Merc, knife edge chop in the corner, and look at this. Rapid attack.
Tim Ryu-esque punches and chops raining down from Merc in the black and yellow ring.
Hey, and remember what happened last time we saw this? Merc damn near destroyed our ring here at Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
Merc, of course, hitting the top turnbuckle so hard, it came off the post, Walker.
You have to have power to do that. Speaking of power, what comes up must come down, ladies and gentlemen, and only a 2 count.
2 count there for Merc, dropping that elbow backwards on Logan, but he's staying on top of him. Smart strategy here by Merc.
Smart strategy indeed. Merc here. Big boot to the side of the skull. That one has to have absolutely rocked Logan Knight. He might be acting completely on instinct alone, and that is a fine instinct to have there. And look at this backslide drive. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count.
He drove those shoulders down to the mat, only got a 2 count for his troubles, though. Michinoku driver there.
1, 2, and another 2 count once again. What a match to start off UWO Friday Night Fights.
We are opening up with hot action here for our fans at New Beginnings Gym and our fans watching at home. Logan Knight going up top now, it looks like.
Keep in mind, Logan Knight had no idea that he was going to be competing in this competition, especially to start off our event here tonight. Drake Gallows made this an impromptu matchup, said that Logan Knight had some competition. He found some competition for Logan Knight, and that comes in the form of the leader of the regime.
Well, and that shows Logan Knight's strength. He is a phenomenal competitor. He is prepared for anything at any time. You hand him one of the country's best, and he goes out and hangs with them in a first match, unannounced. It doesn't matter to Logan Knight. He's ready to hang with anyone at any time.
Absolutely. Precarious situation that we find ourselves in here. Oh! Rope assisted Insiguri. That kick to the side of the skull.
Both of these guys have to be running low on energy there, so Merc pulling himself up into that Insiguri.
Wait, what is Mike Andrews trying to use that selfie stick? What is going on here? Oh my God!
My man Mike Andrews has been assaulted.
Your man, Mike Andrews.
I gotta have some sympathy for a guy who just had a selfie stick bent over his head.
Yeah, that guy was about to be murdered. We need to talk about this later. Look at this, Logan Knight with the power bomb of the century, going for the cover. No, no, a 2 count.
Merc kicking out at 2.
Logan Knight truly believed that that was his opportunity. That was his opportunity to change the tide, change the trajectory of his career. We are talking about a champion in TWE Chattanooga right here in Merc. We are talking about a champion all over this great country. Logan Knight, diving elbow drop. Merc evades it. Those evasive maneuvers of the leader of the regime. Setting it up, getting in that 3-point stance. He's got something special planned here. Oh, knee drop.
Driving the knee across the spine and neck of Logan Knight.
And that's it.
The regime stands tall in our opening contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Merc picking up a phenomenal victory. His very first victory, might I add, here in Unified Wrestling Oklahoma.
Well, and you know, now that he's got that momentum started, he's going to look to keep it going in the weeks and months to come here at UWO.
Absolutely, a 1-3 UWO record. This is the changing of the tide that the leader of the regime and all of the members of the regime have been looking for. I was looking for this myself. I'm happy to be seeing it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your victor, Merc. I don't really know whether Logan Knight is helping Mike Andrews to the back more than Mike Andrews is helping Logan Knight to the back more.
Can somebody make sure Mike Andrews doesn't have a concussion?
I think he was talking to that camera like it was a person. Someone might need to go check on Mike Andrews.
Let's throw it back down to Double T.
Tim Carter.